This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so let's get started, guys. So we talked about elementary things like how to use ChatGPT for Python programming language. Yeah. So in that we understood like how to write simple text onto a console by using a Python. Then we extended that with like how to perform simple manipulation by using a Python. Then followed by adding comments, and understanding like how to supply input from the user. One, at the time of execution of Python script. Second, after execution, user also can supply the input. Yeah. So these are the things we discussed in the last session, right? Yeah. Now we can talk about bit complex things. For example, let us say we don't know like what are the features supported by Python. Yeah. So let us try to get those features and pick up some of the features and see whether we could see the result of those features of what we expect or not. Yeah. So let us try do it. Yeah. Because once you understand features, right, then we'll get to know what are the features that are applicable to meet our expectations or to meet customer expectations, right? Yes or no? Yeah. So let us try doing that. Yeah. So let's go to ChatGPT and clear this. So now we can ask question. Yeah. So what are the supported features of Python? Let's say 3.1.1. That's what we are using, right? In our environment. Yeah. So what are words? See here. So we got even later versions also. Fine. Now it is trying to what list out some of the features here. Yeah. Fine. So we can also download latest available python.org whatever, right? We can see python.10.1 current stable release. Yeah. Whatever. So now we got high level features. Now let us say these features need to be converted in the form of content. Yeah. So get the course content for Python, right? Example, right? So here you can see the contents, introduction, control flow, data types, functions, whatever, right? So all that we could able to see. Like theoretically, we talked about this particular Python would support object-oriented programming, structure programming, and we can also use it for scripting. Let us try to perform some other features. For example, so installation Python, I think yesterday we have seen, we need to go to python.org or just type download Python, you'll get a link. Yeah. Now the next question, let's say we got decision making statements if, elif, else. So let us try to perform one simple example for each decision making statements, right? So let's go to Python. Yes. So let me try to copy this on here. This content. So beginner level is fine. Okay. My God. Okay. This is fine. Let me put it in the note. Yeah. Let us take first one, which is condition statements. So tomorrow we'll try to focus on intermediate or advanced. Let's focus on basic stuff today. The first thing, control statements, if else. Yeah. So write a Python code to make use of all the control statements. Yes, yes. Yeah, can you see here? If else. Three things, right? Or we could able to say it. Others we don't need to worry because we are focusing on control state. These are the statements. So I would say within a control we can have decision making and looping. Yeah. So, but let's say we are focusing on decision making. So fine tune our code only for decision making statements, right? See here. Now we can see only within a control we can have decision and looping, right? Now we are focusing on what? Decision only. Yeah, because so within control we can see within control we have both. That's what we asked for. Then that's a generic question, right? So now we converted that to what specific question, which is get only decision making statement, which is conditional statements. We got that. Yeah. So here we can see what x equal to 10. If it is greater than, control will go here, equals here, else negative whatever. So this we can execute it by putting this code in where, in a Python script, or we can directly execute it from the command. Yeah. So let's go to that location. Yeah, see target, right? We are using C target. So let us create one file. Okay. So this is control, right? Within a control statements, so decision. Yeah. So now let's open that. Yeah. Now we can copy this code. Yeah. That's it. Now let's run it. Control decision, right? So we can run it. Python is executable, like C++, Java. Python is similar to that. So then now, what is the name? Control decision, right? C colon target. Yes. Yeah. Can you see here? X is positive because input is a 10, right? That's it. We can also extend this. We can supply, convert this to command and arguments or input. That anyway we have discussed, right? So that you guys can take. Let's focus on specific things and new things. Yeah. Let's try to avoid repetition. Yeah. So now this is done, right? Now let us talk about looping. Yeah. For and while. So now go to this guy. So write a Python code to make use of or to perform or to make use of looping constructs. See for loop it's using while loop. Yeah. So both are covered here. Yeah. So one for increment 1 to 6, other for decrement, which is greater than 0, counter equal to counter minus 1. Right, this one. So that's it. Yeah. Now let us try to copy. We can paste the same code in a same file. So decision we gave, right? That's why we are copying it under. It's better to put in separate file because it will create confusion, right? Okay. So control loop dot py. Okay, that's it. So one increment, right? First one, second is what? Decrement part. Yeah. Yes. 1 to 6 should come here. Here 3 to 1. No? Yeah, let us see. Control loop. Yeah. So we got right here 1 to 5, 3 to 1. That's it. So now we know how the looping and decision would work here. Next, data types. Remember, guys, in Python, right, it supports built-in data types, which includes numbers and strings. Then, second category is what? User-defined data types, which includes what? List, tuples, and dictionaries. That's it. As I said, we don't need to know. If you know, it's okay. So numbers like it could be a simple integer, int16 or int32 or int64 or unsigned long or float or float, whatever. Strings, it could be single character, simple character or variable characters. List is basically derived from, right? It's list means a dynamic array where we can insert, update, modify, or delete from anywhere. If you want to insert, let's say, new element before as a previous 10 elements, we can do that. Yeah? Or at the end, if you want to do it up and we can do it. In between, we can specify index and insert. So such thing can be done. This is a dynamically what we call adding elements to existing list, or we can also create a new list and start adding n number of items to it or elements to it. Yeah. Elements items means data, guys, here. Remember, in programming we use those terms. Tuples, it's a static, guys, which can't be modified. And then dictionary, it is similar to map that follows what? Key value pairs. Yeah. So why we are trying to understand these things, basic things, because we'll be using these things as input to perform what? Data warehousing operations. If you know, it's okay. Even if you don't know also, ChatGPT will take care. Yeah. So now we'll try to perform some operations on built-in data types. Then we go with what? User-defined data types. Yeah. So now let us try doing that. Yeah. So perform basic operations on built-in. So built-in data types. Right. Yeah. So first one is what? Numeric operations. Yeah. Now it also added what? Some dictionary also, right? We don't want that. So fine tune above code only for numerics and strings. Yeah, see guys, now we can see only built-in types, which is especially we are asking for specific question, which is numeric operations, all arithmetic, additive, subtraction, multiplication, division, remainder, yeah, and power or exponent. So that's what we can see here, numeric stuff. Result and it will be printed here. Then string-based operations. There are two input strings as input, concat, both with one constant, which is a comma between, right? That's all. Simple example. So, like in expression transformation, we got numeric category, right? This is for that. We got string category or character category where we can see what concat is one of the function in ETL tools, right? So similar to that. Let us try to copy this code and yeah, let us try to create, which is basic types, right? Yes, basic types dot py. Yeah, now we can run this. Yeah. Basic types dot py, right? Why we got previous result? Oh, I didn't paste it on. Yes, because the last I have not pasted. Yeah. Now let's rerun this. Yeah, can you see here? So some arithmetic operations and string based operation, which is concatenation and a repeated string, whatever. Yeah. So whatever we have in this Python file, right? Same thing will get it. This is the concatenation part and repeated string. Yeah, like hello, 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 whatever, right? Three times. Same thing we can see here. Yeah. So that's it. That's about basic types or built-in types without using derived types. Now write a Python code to, to handle user-defined data types, right? So let's see. Can you see here? User-defined means here we can see class, which one of the user-defined data type. If you don't want it, or write a Python code to take care of data structures, right? So data structures include what? Like a list, and we can say tuples and also dictionary, right? They are the supported data structures in Python, right? And also set also. See here, list, dictionary, tuple, and set. Yeah. So that's it. List, dynamic, set, like a set theory sequence, the dictionary, key value pairs, tuple, constant values. Yeah. Like a pet net diagrams, we use those things, right? So now let us try to copy and create one file. Yes, let's say user define type.py. Hmm, fine. Yes, I just pasted here. So now first thing is what list. So list contains, let us say, 4 items. If you print no, all 4 will be printed. Now if you want to access, this is the first one, right? Through index 0 means this one, -1 means last whatever, or we can also specify 0 1 2 3. That's also correct. If you want to modify, see here, list is modifiable, right? Dynamically. See, one should replace with what? Kiwi. One is actually banana, right? Should be replaced with the kiwi. And we can also append at the end. In the sense, after grape, no, pear will be added, right? So after that, modify list fruits, which is this. Then first fruit, which is this. Last fruit, which is this. That's it. Which means with append, you will have it here. If you say fruits, remember, yeah. So that's it, yeah. That's the first thing. Then same way, set. Yeah. So let us say set, it will take care of elimination of duplicates. Red 2 times is there. Only 1 time will be printed. Now print it here. Add elements to set. Like example, yellow. Yeah. So remove green from the list. So modified set. That's a set part. Dictionary key value pairs. This is a key. This is a value. This is a key. This is a value. This is a grade is a key. A grade is the value. That's it. Now we can see if you want to modify, let's say dictionary, for example, age from 25 to 26, we can do it. We can directly change. If you don't want to touch original dictionary, we can modify on the fly. Now we can also look at, let us say, adding new key value pair, subject mathematics, and modified student name. So which is student info is this one, right? This is sub dictionary element. Yeah? Now modified part, you will get it in the output. Yeah? That's about key value pairs, which is dictionary. Now tuple coordinates are 3 5. Now x coordinate, y coordinate, equal to coordinates. We are storing both in local variables. Then can you see here, tuples are immutable, which means we cannot modify. They are constants, so you can't modify elements. Yeah. So coordinate 0, you will get. Let's see if you try to do it, yeah, it will throw error because this is a constant. It's like an array. Array can't be modified, right? That's it. Yeah. These are the 4 things, right? Tuple, list, dictionary, and set. So we got example for each. Now let us try to run it from the command line. So this is going to be what user defined, right? Yes. Yeah. Can you see, guys? So this is the what you call list result after modification. Here peer got added here. Append, right? Now first fruit apple, last one grape. This is -1. So before modification, we are trying to print, right? Set contains 3 elements in it. Modified set contains 3 elements only, but green got replaced with yellow. Other one, which is what key value pairs, correct? No. So which is dictionary name, unless age 25, whatever, right? Now we have also modified that age with what 26, and also this is not changed, and also added one more key value pair, which is subject mathematics. Student name, let us say Alice, right? Which is this one. Coordinates for what? Tuple 3 5. We are printing it here. That's all. Yeah. So this way we could able to understand all the user different types or data structures supported in Python. Yeah. Now I can ask question, where do you use this? So whatever is required for data warehousing, right? I'm trying to talk about only those things, guys, because we are trying to focus on prerequisites. Yeah. Without using any tool, we are going to perform most of the data warehousing operations. Yeah? Right from access, then discover, then cleanse, then MDM, then ETL, then building warehouse. Yeah? That's the flow we follow, right? As part of information management. Yeah. So that's it. So now let's go back to what another content, which is functions. Yeah. So data types are clear, right? Yeah. So now operations, so we have done, right? Arithmetic operations we have done, and on this also we have just done completed append, modify. Yeah, all that we did. Now let us talk about how to take care of functional oriented programming, which means we can write a function where we can place a repetitive code and see how is that going to work over here. Yeah. So let us see first. Yeah? So example, I'll just clear this. Okay. Now let's go here. Write a function. So write a function, yeah, to perform, to calculate factorial. Yeah? So to calculate fact n. Yeah? So yeah, for, let's say, the input, let's say 5. Yes. See, now we could able to see the result anyway. That is a different story. So here, can you see here? Factor is a function which takes n as input. Then this is how we write a code n into n fact n minus one fact. Then call factorial function. So control comes over here, and you will get the result. We can print it here. Yeah. Let us see. Factorial of 5 means what? 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. 3 into 2 into 1, which is 120, right? Let us copy this code. Yeah. So let us save as. So we'll just put here fact. Yeah. Factorial, right? Dot py. Yeah. That's it. Copy and paste. So which means we are trying to understand the function here. How to define a function and get it called and look at the result. Only these three things we are doing here. Yeah. Because if you take ETL tools, right, especially in Power Center or ISCS data integration, we have got expression transformation, right? In that we can say multiple pre-built functions, like string-based functions, numeric functions, data conversion functions, or logical functions, whatever, right? Date-based functions, all that, right? So for that, we need to understand at least one or two functions so that rest will be taken care. Yeah? So now let us try to run this. So here we just give what factorial, right? That's it. See, we got fact 5, right? Which is 120 because we ask specific question here. Yeah. So write a code fact to calculate factorial, and we have also supplied for the input 5 specific question, right? So that's why we got the result as what? 120. Yeah, now this is a normal fact. Yes, sir. So which means like n into factorial, which means it is calling by itself. See, factorial means again control will go here, it will be repeated. Till when? When it equal to 0 or 1. That time it's going to return 1. Or else it is calling by itself. Yeah, that's what we call recursive call. Yeah, that's what, yeah, we can see here recursion, right? We don't need to worry about it. What logic, what concept, we don't care, right? Yeah, as long as you get a result for a given input, that's more than enough for us. We don't need to understand. Yeah. So that's it, guys. So now extend above code, which includes what? Fibonacci calculation. Yeah, for 5 numbers. Fine. So which means we are also trying to talk about, yeah, Fibonacci. So see here we got that as well now. Apart from factorial, which means let's say you have built some solution earlier. So we need to just extend that rather than rebuilding it from the scratch. This example, guys, I'll just go and copy and paste. See here, this is same as earlier, and we can see the factorial 5 here, then factorial result here. So first function is over. Second function starts here. So whatever it does some calculation of Fibonacci sequence, yeah. So then returns it. Then we are trying to make a call for first 5 numbers and get it printed here, which is Fibonacci result. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So now let us try to run the same thing. So factorial is okay. We give some other name. No? Can you see we did not save it earlier? Yeah. So now can you see here this is same as earlier, and Fibo values, right? 0, 1, 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, 1 plus 2, 3. Likewise it goes on, right? Previous with the next, that we know concept, right? We don't need to worry about it. These are the Fibo numbers. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So now let us say we need to extend above with what? Extend above code, which includes which includes uh, quadratic quadratic operation, right? Any quadratic operation, you with default input values. Yeah, just to understand, right? Yeah. So now here we could able to see quadratic operation. Yeah. So whatever, some mathematical formula which is taking what? Default values. See, we specifically asked for what? Default in programming, right? So default values will be supplied within arguments itself. That's what we can see here, right? And then the quadratic expression is what? Some expression, whatever expression could be. Then it is returning the result of this particular expression, and in the bottom they'll be printed. That's it. Yeah. Now let us try to copy the same thing. Yeah. Which means we have seen two simple function and complex one, bit complex one also we can say. I'll just copy and paste here. Yeah. That's it. Now it includes even quadratic result. Yeah. Which is the result of this mathematical formula. Why we are trying to understand this? Because in ETL tools or quality tools, right? If you want to get quality data, we can build mathematical expression like the rule we call. Or in ETL also, if you want to perform some mathematical operation, we can build what? Some mathematical function. Both the cases, forming an expression is required. That's why we are trying to cover this, right? Now let us try to run and see the result. Oh, I didn't save it. Huh? Yes, now we'll get it. Yeah. Can you see result of quadratic operation with the default values, which is 30. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Like how one can perform mathematical operations. Yeah. So let us say, so let us take bit real example. Let's say we need to create a full name based on what? First name, middle name, last name, and salutation, whatever, right? Let us try to ask for it. Yeah. So write a Python code to form a full name based on first name, first name, last name, and let us say middle name with the default values in it. Yeah. So that's it. Which means we are trying to perform concatenation. Remember, yeah, like we have concat function, right, in expression transformation. Yeah. So this is similar to that. Okay, now let us see the code. Yeah, so generate full name is a function name which takes three arguments: first, middle, and last. And then, if middle name, which means not empty, then first, middle, and last is a full name, right? Then, if not, then first and last, which means if it is not empty, then this will have including middle name, and this variable will have excluding middle name here. That's it. Returns a full name, because some cases most of the people they won't supply middle name, right? First and last they supply. Yeah. So that's it. And then you can see default full name is equal to generate full name. Control will go to here and perform this forming the full name here and get it returned. And return value will be stored here. Yeah. And custom full name, which means we can also supply the argument values at the time of making a call. Yeah. So like first name is different, last name is different, right? So you'll get a custom full name based on inputs first and last. That's it. Which means it is not mandatory that we always have to go with what default values. We can also have our own custom values which can be supplied at the time of method or function invocation. Right? So now let us try to copy this code. Yeah? So this way we can form what we call our own custom mathematical expression with the default values, or we can also read those values from a file, which is let's say parent file, whatever, right? We'll see those things as we go on. Yeah. So now let us try to save it to, which is what simple calculation. So yeah, I'll just put direct Python file name itself, full name dot py. That's it. Yeah. So now let us save this. Right. So same thing we copied, right? Generate full name. Yeah. So it is a default one based on whatever users supplied here. Yeah, this will come here. Yeah, now second custom means full name, right? Which includes even middle name. In this case, default control goes here. Default will be first and last, which is John Doe. Now, in this case, we'll have Alice Smith, Alice Mary Smith, whatever we form. Yes, middle name comes before last, which is Alice Mary Smith. That's it. Yeah. So whatever order that you want, right? So because it varies from country to country, right? So same order we can just take care here. Yeah? Or we can also ask for, let's say, name format should be in line with, let's say, India or US or some other country. Yeah? So that also you can write it. So now let's try to run this full name, right? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, can you see here? First one is what? Default, which includes the first and last. And second includes what? Middle also, which is in the middle, Mary. Alice Smith, first and last. That's all. So this way, we can also form or perform string-based operations. Yes or no? Similarly, we can also think, let's say, address. Yeah. Let us say form address based on what? Street number, street name, city, state, zip code example. That also can be done. Yeah. It is similar to name only, right? So you can also write it because name, address, zip code, telephone numbers, they are they are the common business columns to deal with what? Person, customer, whatever, right? So now let us try doing that. Write a Python code. What happened? To form address with default input address elements. Yeah. So elements which let's say street number, I'll just put here, then street name and other address elements. Yeah, let us see. Some are specific here, street number, street name. Others, let's say what it is going to take. Yeah. So that should not be the right case, right thing, because we should give specific thing. Here we are trying to give two specifics. Others are optional. Let us say these are mandatory. In that case, we can give address, other address elements. Yes. So it is done. Yeah, output, can you see here? Address is the default values, like street number, street name is fixed. Rest city, state, zip code. Second address is the custom values. So street number, name, city, state, zip code. Yeah. So whatever custom is at the time of calling, we can just supply the inputs. That's what it means, right? Let us try to understand the code. Yeah. So can you see generate address, which is taken default street number one, and street name is main street, city, state. Yeah. So and then based on that, it is returning the address. Now let us say these default values will be replaced, guys, in case if you supply values at runtime. That's the concept of default arguments in any programming language. Now custom address is what? So whatever user has supplied as part of making a call, this all the default values will be replaced with a custom value supplied as part of the call. That's it. Default address, customer address. Yeah. Let us see that. So let us say we are trying to form what address. Yeah. I'll just put address part 1. Right? Part 2 will contain some more. That's fine.
Yes. So now we can just paste this code. Yeah, same thing, right? Is the default. This is the custom. So let us try to run it. Address part. Yeah, can you see here? Same result we got as we could see in this ChatGPT result, right? Yeah, street number followed by default values. Yeah. Street number followed by default values. Similarly, custom values. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Like how one can form this default as well as custom. Yeah. So which means with this we know like how to perform building expression based on string and also based on numeric. Both I think we tried, right? And user different types like data structures also we tried that. So we'll extend this with some more features supported by what Python, right? We'll talk about it on tomorrow's session. Like how to supply the in parameter, or how to supply, how to expect the out or return values. Yeah. So that we are going to see. Plus, we'll also talk about this is a main important thing because if you want to perform some ETL operations, right, we need to read the data from a file, right? Example, then apply logic and write data to some target file. So, like reading and writing, also we'll try to understand. So, whatever is required for the data warehousing operations, right? Those things we'll try to understand. So, rest of them will be explored in detail when you get into what all the layers of information management. Yeah. So that's it, guys, for today. And if you have any questions, you can shout, or else we'll stop here.
Narasimha Garu, can you please share the recording classes?
Recording, right, Gayatri? I think I shared
Yeah.
yesterday, right? So can you please type in your email IDs? I think some I don't have it. Gayatri, I think your ID is with me, right?
Yeah, I had. I'll send reply to
Yeah,
you.
please type it. Looks like I think Sridhar is doing it. You can
I
type your
done
email ID in chat box.
initial two or
Yes,
three, the one you said Narsimha, but after that we did not get any
yes.
recordings.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes, yes.
please type. Yeah, please type in your mail ID, guys, so that I'll send it to all. Yeah.
Uh, Here I did not see option to type. Don't know.
The chat box is there.
Oh, okay.
I'll send on test message. I think you got it right.
Yes, yes.
Just reply to. Yeah. Yes. Either I have others. Yeah. Gayatri, I think I have. Ramesh also, I think I have. Yep. Others. I think
Suresh.
Suresh. Yes, I don't have. Ravi. Ravi. Pawan, I think I have. Yes. Yeah. I think that's fine. Yeah. I think that's fine. So yes, Ravi. I think you can take. It looks like he's away. Fine then. Huh? Thanks to all. I'll just share it. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.